I have no idea. I'm just talking out my butt right now. That just likes rice. Clip of my dad right here. Catch the shift. All right. Driving the Rice Spec CRZ. So I had a comment maybe 2 weeks ago requesting my infinite knowledge on the CRZ. Okay, maybe all jokes aside, I'm not really good at explaining anything. But I'll give my best explanation on the practicality, drivability, Honda CRZ Rice Spec versus MX5 Black Series compressor. Let me focus driving. And I'm going to talk about the car as is, not from factory, because this car hasn't been stock for, 7 years. 8 years. I think the first mod I did was the supercharger, and that was during the first year that I had the car. So as is, I don't remember what it's like having only 130 brake horsepower. I only know what it's like having the full 1,000 horsepower after the Jackson Racing supercharger. So I can't really speak to the slow 130. Okay, again, all jokes aside, it actually makes, I think, I looked at so I've been saying 179 horsepower since I got it dyno tuned. I don't know where I got that number because I looked at the picture I took of the dyno. I guess they ran out of printer papers. Why am I doing this? What is this? So, but I guess they ran out of printer paper, so I just took a picture of it, and it said 184. So, I'm actually making 184 horsepower. 1,000. I'm making 1,000 horsepower. So back to drivability. I got the hybrid racing short shifter. I had the Buddy Club short shifter, maybe second or third year that this hadn't come out yet. And I remember after installing that Buddy Club short shifter, I was kind of like, did this do anything? But man, this hybrid racing short shifter, look, VTEC? Wait, I don't even really have real VTEC. But this hybrid racing short shifter, man, I can't speak for other short shifters. This is the only real short shifter that I've used. For a Honda, the MX5 has the JBR short shifter, and that is a short shifter. It feels like a switch every time you shift. Catch the shift, the downshifts right now. Man, I could be taking this corner at like 1,000 miles an hour right now, but these guys are going so slow. No, my hybrid battery. Downside, CRZ, having to rely on hybrid energy. Because no lie, if I run out of battery, even with the supercharger, this car feels like it's back to 130 brake horsepower. Well, that suck about wasn't even recording. Also, 2 cars deep right now, out to go get coffee with the bae while she does her MX5 Rice Spec Black Series is housed the car. So right here we're gonna do so the MX5 is faster, but the CRZ is more fun, which we'll display here. Oh shit. Look at the bae doing that quarter throttle stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get back behind the bae. And I guess that's the other thing I could compare it to. I really like this car. Given the option, the MX5 over the CRZ, I don't know why. Okay, I just like the CRZ. This is also coming from a guy that just likes rice. No, this is coming. Should I be saying this? I don't know if I'm gonna put this. If I don't put this, I'm gonna just put a paper clip on the screen.
You can just put a paper clip on the screen.
But I work on Mercedes, so I get to drive some pretty cool cars. I get to drive, some AMG cars. And the only car that I think that would stack up to like the CRZ, like if I have to get rid of this car and I want something that'll make me look a car coming here and their windows roll down but stop talking. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, is the brand new SL AMG. I think that would be like the closest. If I want to buy something that'll give me the same feeling. I know the car is automatic, but like it's the only other real performance cars I've ever driven, you can say. But to get the same feel, the same, you know, the Mercedes-Benz, the newer SLs. If I had to compare the MX5 though, I think every time I get in the MX5, I feel like something's gonna break, something's gonna go wrong. There's not a lot of room in that car. The car feels, the suspension, okay, this is Fortunatos versus the Meister RRs that we got for that, the Grand Touring. Whenever I drive the MX5, I'll admit that it feels a lot more comfortable. I don't feel like I'm getting beat up. But I think if I have to compare the car overall, there really does feel like a GT Black Series in there. You can't the GT Black Series is a completely different car. It's a race car. Well, yeah, the MX5 is a race car. No, well, it's like the only thing I can think of to really compare. I don't get to drive. I don't drive performance cars. I mean, I am driving the performance car, but you know, I have nothing to compare it to. But when I do bring in the Black Series in work, when I do bring in the Black Series in at work, I don't feel comfortable driving that thing. It's a cool car. The GT Black Series is a cool car, but I do not feel comfortable driving that. That's the same way I feel about the MX5. I remember we put the wheels on it. No, we got the big brake kit. We got aftermarket wheels. The aftermarket wheels didn't fit. We had the car a little bit too low. Ripped the fender liner off while we were driving. The supercharger water pump failed, which that took a minute to diagnose, which we'll have another video on that. The supercharger water pump failed on that car. She was driving one day and she called me saying, hey, it's just like revving up to 3K for some reason. You know, when I'm putting it in this way, it doesn't sound like there was a lot of problems. Well, what did I say? Willwood installed the brake kit. Her old wheels didn't fit. It was hitting the spokes. Had to put the old wheels back on. While we didn't. What's happening? Oh, and to put it in perspective, so I needed my dad to drive my car because I was trying to get shots a while back. Keep in mind, okay, so this is my dad. I'll put a clip of my dad right here. He's taken his bike to the track before. He rides his bike on the mountain roads all the time. Are we gonna go left way? He rides his bike on the mountain roads all the time, and I remember I had him drive my car because I wanted to get rollers of both her car and my car at the same time. And I remember after we parked, my dad looked at me and he goes, with a big smile, he says, I now understand why you drive this car every day. You know, I don't really have any order of how I'm even, is this even a review? What is this? I have no idea. I'm just talking out my butt right now about how I feel about the Spec CRZ. It's just fun. I enjoy the car. I enjoy every shift. I wanna hit that rev match downshifts all the time. I want to do pulls whenever I can. I guess that's an advantage. Like, not joking. That's an advantage of a slow car. Is I can probably do pulls and just hit the speed limit. And I think with the suspension, why am I still doing this? And I think with the suspension, maybe I just got lucky with the CRZ. Maybe I just don't know how to drive. But to me, the CRZ feels more planted. I mean, on the MX5, we got the strut tower bars, the rear sway bars, or rear and front sway bar. On my car, we got the front and rear sway bar. Does the rear sway bar really do anything on the CRZ? I don't know. I got the front strut bar. I got additional underbody chassis bracing that the MX5 doesn't have, but to me, okay, remember, I've never been to the track, but my car feels like it's more on rails. Every time I drive the MX5, I'm just worried I'm gonna spin out. But again, like I said, is that just because we just fucked up the suspension geometry? Probably, but it looks so sick. And I mean, sometimes when I am driving the MX5, maybe this might be the game changer if we actually drifted the car. But I swear, I feel like the rear end wants to kick out. If I could just find a place, I want to do that. Maybe that might be the game changer. Maybe at that point I'll be like, you know what? I like the MX5 more. But as of right now, I like the CRZ. It's a fun car. With all the suspension mods I have on it, the car feels planted. With the supercharger, I'm breaking that 1,000 horses. I mean, would it be nice to have more horsepower? Yeah, but I've been rocking 184, 9 pounds of boost for what, 8 years? How many miles am I at? 140K miles? We still drive Spec style, so can't really complain about that. I think that's the other thing I'm worried about. What if I do the cams, get a couple more horses out of this thing, and then it blows up tomorrow? Actually, because I said that, what if it blows up tomorrow? I mean, my car has had its issues also. I know I was like, oh, the Miata has had all these failures, but maybe I'll list the issues I've had with my car in a minute after we grab this coffee. All right, we'll be right back. All right, wow. So according to the Bay, she was done with her review of the Spec MX5, what she probably did was all organized, thought out, while I'm just over here blabbing my mouth, talking about whatever's coming to my mind. Wait, now that I think about it, what's left there to talk about? This car's great. This car's amazing. Best of the best. Oh, that's the other issue we had with the MX5 that I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about the issues with the MX5. When we first put on that supercharger, I'm gonna cut this part out because I'm trying to formulate how to say this. Oh, like at slow speeds, the MX5 was bucking first, second gear. We emailed Edelbrock, they sent us another tune. It was still doing that, and then we ended up finding out that their tune melted the cat. The Edelbrock tune ended up melting the cat. We got the catalytic converter replaced under warranty, and I remember they emailed us, this issue has been since remedied or something like that. And I'm like, no, it hasn't. This is still a problem. The cat melted. What are you talking about? So of course, we're still running the Edelbrock Rev 9 tune. Oh, here reasons why I like the CRZ. But like I said, it's not like I haven't had, why am I still doing this? It's not like I haven't had issues with the CRZ. The supercharger failed twice. I forgot the guy's Instagram. I'll probably just put it here when I look it up later. What is that called? The supercharger oil can thing. You know what? Screw that. I'll just put a picture of it right here. I rerouted that. Man, I can't focus, and I had coffee. He said he put the supercharger oil can in a different spot, and I put it there. Because I think if you look at the Roadtrex instructions, it says make sure it's not higher than the actual supercharger. What's the science behind that? I don't know. But I put it there, and I haven't had any issues since. It's been about 5 years since the last time I had to replace it. But I think when I had the supercharger the first time, a year and a half it failed. I got it warranted, put the new one in, and then another year and a half it failed. But this one has been on here for about 5 years or so it's out of warranty, but it hasn't failed. So yeah, I had that happen. This problem was more so my fault, but I had the belt on there way too long and it had stretched. The car was misfiring. Oh, I also found that the cylinder 3 spark plug was loose. Okay, this is my fault. I couldn't find the torque spec for the spark plug for some reason, so I torqued it to Mercedes-Benz spec, which is a hell of a lot more than the Honda spec. I messed up the hole. I ended up rethreading it, replacing the spark plugs, and I'm able to torque the spark plug down, so the spark plug hole is fine now. Misfiring because of the belt stretch, misfiring because of the loose spark plug, and then misfiring because I messed it up. And then after that, it started misfiring again because of the ignition coil. So let's go through the list. I said I'm more worried about driving the MX5 because the MX5 just seems to want to always brake. Okay, CRZ issues. Replace supercharger 2 times. Excessive belt stretch. Spark plug number 3 loose. Ignition coil failed. Oh, and then recently my pulley fell off. But I mean, how many of those are mainly because of me? Actually, I feel like all these problems we've had with the car is because of me. And maybe that's why I haven't done any mods recently, because I'm tired of dealing with that. And now we're at a stoplight and there's people. Or the Bay would say, there's like nobody around us, but there is. Yeah, I wonder how different my review versus the Bay's review is, because I feel like mine is just a big jumbled mess. I mean, I did want to have it organized. What I planned on doing was having, kind of writing a mini script to figure out what I wanted to talk about. But I never had time or energy to do that. So we're here now and I'm just talking a bunch of nonsense. But like I said, with that being said, maybe I'm wrong. And it's actually my car that's feels like that I should feel like it's going to keep braking, but I don't feel that way. And maybe the other reason why my car feels like it's on rails when I'm entering corners and stuff is because it's slower than the MX5. And it's because it's front wheel drive, maybe. I don't know. We've never been to the track. Do I want to go to the track? Yes. But I also need my car to go to work, and I don't want to go to the track and end up finding out, oh no, what car am I going to use now to go to work? Man, this is going against everything I thought of now that I'm breaking it down. Okay, well, the CRZ is more practical. I got a trunk. I got a trunk that can fit stuff in it. The MX5 can fit a couple of groceries, and then you got to pack the passenger seat with stuff. See, like, look here. Catch the shift. Plus the 9 PSI, 9 pounds. Wow. Well, isn't that kind of an eye-opener? I swear I could have... I feel more comfortable driving. I still feel more comfortable driving my car right now. I'm not missing both of my front fender liners. Oh, my front bumper ain't destroyed. But see, the front bumper problem on the MX5, that's probably my fault because I didn't get the fitment right. But at the same time, like, I feel like the CRZ took the mods easier. I was able to look how far. I mean, maybe I'll get a picture of it, but I'm able to lower the CRZ this low, and I haven't had any issues. I think it like rubbed the inner fender liner and just kind of put a hole in it. My front bumper isn't destroyed like the MX5. Maybe I just got unlucky with the mod choices we did for the MX5. We put the supercharger on the Miata, and then it's having surging problems. The cat melted. Look at this. I'm still doing this. Okay, let me be real. Which one would I pick, though, if I had to pick one to daily drive every day? As is. Like, not stock. As is. I mean, maybe the fact that front belly pan on the MX5 always looks like it's just hanging because the right side kind of got torn from trying to install the oil cooler / fit the coolant lines for the supercharger. Maybe I'll just go with the CRZ. Okay, realistically, I'm probably picking the CRZ also because look at all the trunk space I got. I can bring all my camera gear. I think I'd have such a harder time in the MX5 doing that. And I enjoy driving this car anyway. Is the MX5 faster? Yeah, but I want this car. See, look at that. See that on rails. But I guess, to be honest, I think that's all I really got to say. I don't know if I made any sense. I probably didn't make any sense at all. But those are my thoughts on the Rice Spec CRZ and MX5 Black Series compressor. Rev matched out.